According to NFPA 70, the National Electrical Code, Article 110.26 addresses electrical safety signs. Subsection A states that electrical safety signs shall be used to warn qualified persons of potential hazards that could cause injury or property damage. Subsection B requires that electrical safety signs shall be provided with a means for illumination where necessary for them to be visible. Subsection C dictates that electrical safety signs shall be of a color, design, and size to be clearly visible and legible. Article 110.27 covers diagrams and instructions. Subsection requires that diagrams and instructions shall be provided wherever necessary for the safe operation and maintenance of electrical equipment. Subsection B states that diagrams and instructions shall be located so as to be readily accessible to those authorized to perform the work. Subsection C specifies the content of diagrams and instructions, including firstly the type of hazard, secondly instructions for avoiding the hazard, and thirdly protective equipment required. NFPA 70E, the standard for electrical safety in the workplace, section 130.3 addresses energized electrical work permits. Subsection A states that an energized electrical work permit shall be required for the performance of any electrical work on energized circuits of 50 volts or more. Subsection B outlines the information to be included in the energized electrical work permit, including firstly, the location of the work, secondly, the description of the work to be performed, thirdly, specific precautions that are to be taken, fourthly, the date and time of issuance, and fifthly, the signature of the qualified person who issued the permit. Based on these code requirements, it is generally not acceptable to color an electrical emergency panel red, because red is typically reserved for fire alarm devices to indicate an emergency situation. Electrical emergency panels should be identified using a different color, such as yellow or orange, to clearly distinguish them from fire alarm devices. It is also important for these panels to be labeled with appropriate warning signs and instructions. These labels should indicate firstly, the type of hazard, for example, electrical shock, secondly, instructions for avoiding the hazard, for example, do not touch, and thirdly, protective equipment required, for example, gloves, safety glasses. Furthermore, energized electrical work permits are required for any work performed on energized electrical circuits, including those within electrical emergency panels. These permits ensure that specific information about the work, precautions, and authorized personnel is documented and followed.